Hi everybody, it's Ethan here from the Vegan Mos, and I am here with a very special guest today, my mother. This is my mom, Barbara Cement, and we are down here in Silver Spring, Maryland, where I grew up, not in this house, a little bit down the road. And my mom is a huge influence, as you've probably read in my blog many, many times, about my love for food, my love for baking and cooking. And one of the many things that she makes really, really extraordinarily is her coleslaw. And one of the things I love about it is that it's so simple. And so we are going to be using her time-tested recipe. She is generously sharing this with us today. Where did you get this recipe?
Well, it's not my recipe. It's your grandmother's, your dad's mom, and she's the one who taught me. Actually, she's the one who taught me most of my cooking. And I embellished a little on it. I put my own spin on it, but it's basically from her.
Well, today we're going to put our own little spin on it, because we're not going to be using that famous brand of mayonnaise from a company owned by Unilever. We're going to be using Hampton Creek's Just Mayo.
And I've just heard so much about it. I just can't wait to try it.
It's delicious. And so I can't wait to see if you can tell the difference.
Right.
So should we get cooking?
Get going.
All right, so let's
just have to get my...
Okay, so I take a full cabbage and I cut it in quarters like this. I have a very strong knife, and I'm working on a cutting board, which you probably don't have to do with my granite countertops, but I always do. It's just a habit. And what I do is I cut it in quarters, and I really don't use the exterior one. I just throw away a lot, maybe. And I wash it through water.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Each piece. I just wash it a little bit like that. Okay. Now it's important which side. I do this manually. I do not do it in a processor. Surprise.
Wow.
So I like the way it comes out better manually. And
you like the exercise.
I don't mind the exercise. I just don't like the way it comes out in a processor. So here we go. This is what now the cabbage has to be done on this side. I do it very fast, as you can see, and I don't go all the way down to this stuff. I won't use this white stuff. So if there's a lot of.
Is it a little bit too bitter?
Too bitter. I just don't like that at all.
And your coleslaw really is a very sort of a sweeter kind of slaw.
Right. So. Exactly.
Wow.
So, and then I have another surprise in my coleslaw. I don't use any salt.
Wow.
Some people use salt. See, now you see how it's coming out like this?
I love that. That's exactly how it should look.
Right, just like that. So that's the first one.
So we've done the whole cabbage, a whole head of cabbage.
We did the whole cabbage.
And so now we go on to our peeled
carrots. Now, I'm only using 2 good-sized carrots because the cabbage wasn't that large. So if it's a large cabbage, I use 3 carrots.
3.
Now the coleslaw was done on this side.
On the straight blade.
Right, and now this is where you'll see the carrots come through like this. See how nicely it's coming through?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, nice. Here, take a look. So it's coming through more like a chop rather than more of a grate, really.
Right.
Than a slice.
Right, exactly.
So, excellent. So we just do all of these.
Just 2 of them.
And you just do it all in the mixing bowl. It doesn't make a difference.
Nope. And then right after I do the carrots, then I'll start mixing it around.
Gotcha.
And then I usually can see if I need another carrot, but I doubt it.
So there's no measurements here. It's an eyeball thing.
Yeah, it's a terrible
Just
thing.
like the woman who taught her.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the woman who taught her.
So I just finished the second carrot. So at this point, I mix it around because I just want to make sure I do not need a third carrot, which it looks like it will not. I just can tell by the way I've made it.
That's the way it's supposed to look.
I know that look. You know that look.
It's true.
Right. And the third ingredient I'm going to cut up is a green pepper.
Now, this is interesting.
Yes.
Because I don't remember you doing this until I was about 15 or 16 years old.
Very well said.
Which was only like 10 years ago.
That's right. Very well said, because your father and I could never digest green peppers, which I still can't today.
The world knows that.
There's not that much, right, the whole world knows, but there's not that much in the coleslaw. Just, I cut, by the time I cut it
So what made you think about it?
Because it has your grandmother used to use it all the time. So I said, let me try it. And we get used to it. What can I tell you? We're getting used to it.
All right.
Now I'm ready to start the green pepper, and this is the one ingredient that there's a lot of waste on. I'll admit it right now, okay?
Okay.
So I just go like this. I don't use the whole thing. I just basically get the inside.
Oh, so you're keeping the skin away from it.
Keeping the skin away from it.
Oh, interesting.
And that's why I use the whole
So that's where I've been going wrong.
What do you mean?
When I've tried to do this,
Yeah.
I've used the skin, and then I end up tasting like
Tasting-
that. You know how the skin has sort of like a waxen flavor to it.
Right.
So that's
No, that's what. All right, I just told you a secret. Okay.
Well, I don't
guess
think this green pepper is organic, is it?
What is it? Yes,
Yes,
it
so,
is.
Oh, because I was gonna say if it's not organic, then
Yes, it is.
we're good to just get rid of the skin.
No, but okay, maybe I thought we bought it last night at Roots, so
Oh, okay.
so most of the stuff there. I'm sorry,
Most of it is organic.
Organic. It's a great store. Okay, so now you see we've mixed all three ingredients: the cabbage, the carrots, and the pepper. It's not that much pepper really. And now I concentrate on in a separate bowl. I do the mixture that the liquid mixture that I'm going to actually put in with the cabbage. So first I start with the mayonnaise. Okay.
What do you think?
Taste it. Should I try it?
Yeah, you should try it. It's mayo.
Mayo.
It's just mayo.
Right. And so that's the one part that I use a lot of mayonnaise.
But you see, you don't need to worry about it because
Because
this
it's-
mayonnaise is cholesterol free. It's lower in fat.
Okay,
It's
good.
lower in calories.
So that's the thing.
Lighter on the planet.
Lighter on the planet.
No animals were harmed in the making
Okay,
of
so
this mayo.
okay, so we'll try that. Okay, now, then the next thing I use cider vinegar. For years I didn't. I used regular vinegar, but I find the cider vinegar. I'm sorry, I have no exact amounts.
It's okay.
So you'll see. So you saw.
We're gonna put it on the blog so people will know what that amount was.
Okay. Okay. So maybe that was like a couple tablespoons. I don't know.
I was gonna go with about 3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons. I
Yeah.
just poured it in there. But you see, the important thing is you're going to have to see that I'm going to have to taste this. So I keep mixing it around.
Okay, so I'm gonna taste it with you, and you're gonna tell me what kind of taste we're going for.
All right, a sweet taste, but it's not sweet yet.
Got it.
Now, I use this Minute Maid. It's 100% pure lemon juice from concentrate. If I don't have this in the house, I use the actual lemon. I do not use the imitation stuff.
No,
I don't want to use names, but you know what I'm talking about.
We know exactly what you're talking
Okay,
about.
so there you go.
All right.
This is really concentrated lemon, okay? So that's about 2 tablespoons, what you said?
About.
Okay. Now, to see what this is going to taste like, you see, now this comes out much smoother than regular mayonnaise.
Because it doesn't lump.
It doesn't lump. That's what
There's nothing in here.
There's
you have
no
to worry
lump.
about.
Okay, I see that.
Exactly.
So now, let me get a tablespoon. We're going to put in some sugar. Now, some people use Splenda, some people,
No,
I don't.
sugar.
I use the real thing. The real thing. Let's start out with a couple. I'm not joking because if it's not sweet enough, it doesn't taste good. Okay. I'll show you how I taste it. Whoops. Go it around. Oh, this is really nice and smooth.
It's perfect consistency, right?
Perfect.
No lumps.
lumps.
I want to try.
See now, I think it needs a little bit more sugar.
I agree.
Okay. Let's try it again.
That's crazy how good that tastes.
Right?
Oh my gosh, this is my childhood right here.
There you go.
I'm gonna use a different finger.
That's what I did too. Good? Good? And
Don't you think so?
I think so. Then I put in a little bit of water just to get it extended a little bit more. So I don't do so much. Maybe I wouldn't do that if I start using that mayonnaise because I didn't have to worry about all that cholesterol and all that fat, right?
Exactly.
All right.
You're a quick learner, Mom.
A mother can learn from her son too.
That's awesome.
Right?
All right.
Okay, so then this looks good. Do you want to try it one more time?
Yeah, but I always want to try it. You know.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Well, there
So
you
it's
go.
like running now. It holds together, but it drips a little bit easier.
And you just pour it in here. Pour it in. Watch. Oh, I'll just do a little bit, and then This is the part, because it's not an exact amount, as you see.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will use less mayonnaise, and you can.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's always a way to use
Right.
less, make it a lower
Less,
fat
lower
sort of
fat,
thing.
right.
But we're going for full flavor here.
Full flavor. You want the full thing. Exactly.
If you're going to eat coleslaw,
exactly.
eat coleslaw.
Exactly. None of that, and that's why I don't put any imitation sugar in here either.
No, of course
I
not.
want the real thing.
We're
and
real
then you
deal.
know what?
And then we go to the gym the next day and we work out.
Exactly. Well said.
All
Okay,
right.
so now
that
I'm
looks exactly like my childhood.
Okay,
in a
I'm
bowl.
just gonna use in a bowl, right? You remember it so well, don't you?
I do. Quite
Oh, I'm
fondly.
glad you have good memories. And now, your nieces and nephews want me to make it every time they come to visit also.
So what I want you to do,
Yes?
and hopefully they're not watching this video on Instagram. Well, not yet. I want you to make it with the the Just Mayo,
When I see them next and see
and
if they
don't
say
tell
a word,
them,
don't
and
say.
see if they know the difference.
I will do that.
Because my guess, just from looking at this,
Right.
is no one's gonna know the difference.
Okay, so
I'm
here,
I'm
get
going
a,
for it.
I'm going to get a spoon. And I'm going to tell you.
May I? This is your mayo?
Just no way. You can tell the difference.
I haven't had your mayo in over 5 years. Your coleslaw.
Coleslaw. Wow.
Wow. Well, folks, that's how we do it in the Cement family. So, this is my mom's amazing coleslaw, and I just I'm gonna take this with me, and
Take
we
it
will
home.
see you next time. Thanks so
Right.
much, Mom.
You're on my pleasure anytime.